Hey, anybody who was listening to the show late on Friday, we started talking about Baba Booey going out and doing an appearance in California with Sal and Beetlejuice.
I thought about him all weekend.
And how Beetlejuice makes in his diaper, and Beetlejuice heard it and was pissed.
Really?
Oh, my God. He was in the car with Bob Levy driving to the airport, and Beetle was freaking out.
When we were talking, he was in the car listening?
Yeah. This came in right after the show ended.
All right.
You too. You ain't got you.
Hello?
Howard too. Him too. I don't hear for nobody.
They just want to make it better. What's wrong?
I don't give a what that makes. I don't give a
Well, what's wrong? What made you
I
mad?
don't give a
Is it Gary?
I'm tired of everybody picking up. I'm tired of it. Tired of all of it.
Uh-oh.
What did Gary
That piece of
What did Gary do to you?
my sister's monkey ass.
His monkey ass?
I got something for that ass. Watch. I got something for that ass.
Do you want to sit next to Gary or Sal?
I ain't saying nothing to no body.
So you don't sit next to Gary?
Get away from me. You want something to say about me? You ain't out. Everybody.
So you got to do the appearance with Sal and Gary.
Jim, I don't give a about themselves. I don't give a definitely gonna beat somebody's ass.
You going to beat somebody's ass?
That's right. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
You going to be cool with them?
Hell no. I'm cool with no body. Everybody else want to talk about me too?
So there was a whole discussion on Friday about how Beetlejuice wears a diaper and that you have to change his diaper. And
Sometimes you don't know when he's gone, and you could be in a car or a plane.
well, all I'm hearing is that after that discussion over the weekend, Beetle didn't wear any diaper, and he went to the bathroom.
See, I knew it.
I knew he could go.
If he's drinking and smoking, he can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so evidently, whatever we said embarrassed him into not using a diaper.
Wow.
Right?
It was very strange. The whole weekend was just so bizarre. I ended up getting. I mean, it really was.
Should we take a break?
Yes.
And then play what happened on Friday?
Yes.
Because most people probably missed it. It didn't happen until 10:30.
And I will tell you that people were just going nuts. They thought it was the funniest 20 minutes they ever heard.
Yeah, and then after that,
we'll talk about what happened.
We'll talk about what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, because I'm dying to know how that all went.
I've been thinking about it. Thinking about it a lot.
I said to Gary, and then I said, no, he's not going to have a good weekend.
Well, Beetle yelled at him the whole weekend, right?
I said it was like, when you watch a movie and the director's cut is on, like even when I'm in another conversation, it just goes. It goes, and it's a less important conversation than what's going on.
Right.
And it just, I was in the air. I'll just give you this little tidbit. I'm in the airport, right when I get to JFK, and he starts screaming at me. So I just start walking away, and then me and Sal and Bob are talking, and he's just yelling at me, and people are looking around, and you just have to have a conversation and ignore him. Because you can't really calm him down. He just sort of winds down. Bob will go, Beat, calm down. That only pisses him off more.
See, I thought he was so out of it that, he wouldn't even know.
So did I, because the first thing I did when he goes, I know you, I know what you did, you talking about me. And I said, no, it was him. And I point to Sal, and he goes, no, it wasn't. It was you. I know it's you.
Yeah, he knows.
And I was like, well, when did he get so smart?
Oh, man.
He's been playing dumb all this time.
Every once in a while, I'd look at the clock this weekend, and I'd say, I wonder what Gary's doing right now.
But I will tell you the flip side of that is we're walking down Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I go, where are we, Beetle? And he goes, East Atlanta.
Right. He didn't know.
East Atlanta?
Yeah. And Sal and I spent an hour trying to figure out where that came from. Like, why not, why not Alaska?
Right.
Like, where did he get East Atlanta from?
Because he must have spent time in East Atlanta as a kid or something. Yeah, I can't.
Who knows?
I can't figure out how much brain power Beetlejuice really has.
But it seems to turn on and off.
Yeah.
Like he's got a capacity to, do things.
All right. Well, if Sean is listening, make sure Beetlejuice isn't by the radio when we replay this,
because you don't want to get him started up again.
Yeah, it's enough. He's in charge. All right, well, let's take a break. I'll replay the conversation from Friday, and then we'll find out what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, I got to hear about this.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of things going on today, but first, these words.
When you thought it couldn't get any stranger.
Underdog woman.
Another thing, and I only bring it up because a lot of fans have written in and mentioned that they saw you on the Stern Show.
I didn't know. I had never heard of or seen his show before they asked me to be on it. I did not know that he was such a vulgar television host. You might consider him the King Midas of smut. So after having been on it, I was so shocked and so maltreated.
And no more Howard Stern, right? That's
Thank goodness.
enough of him. And because you said they were like drug pushers making you do shows, right?
That's right. They forced me to do shows against my will, and when I saw that I was surrounded by impurities, I had no way of getting out of the room because I was always strategically placed that I was in the crowds and couldn't find my way out.
Wow.
This is The Howard Stern Show. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Gary was out in California this weekend making that appearance with everyone, and he said he ran into Ruben Studdard.
Oh, really?
Enough said. Yeah, from American Idol.
The winner.
The big fat black dude. And I said, how'd he look? And he goes, you look pretty good.
He looked good. Like, I looked at him, and I didn't see a lot of... He didn't look thinner.
Who's eating the cocoa?
It's Benji.
Oh, Benji, come on, dude, with the smorgasbord. Here I am. If you don't hear me, if you don't hear from me, you can smell
You
me.
smell me.
You either got my cocoa or my turkey with mustard.
Dude, can you slow down for a couple of minutes?
Yeah. He's got 2 of them, no less.
Oh, my God. It's like a chocolate factory.
What cocoa what?
In case he runs out.
I mean, I never saw a guy with more food going in and out.
2 cocos, 2
Mostly in.
No, but the chocolate. I mean, the chocolate smell's making me mental.
That's got to be your 5th cocoa.
What is it? Cocoa he drinks? Hot cocoa?
Yeah.
Isn't that fattening?
No, it's probably no fat. Here's what Benji does. Benji will get onto something that's no fat, and then just buy 50 of them.
Yeah, but there's still calories.
Right.
He doesn't understand.
And
That's
if you drink
10,000
500, you're just as bad off as if you drank a one with sugar.
Can we do a no? I don't mind if you drink hot cocoa, but not in here.
Okay.
Because it's wafting, and it's like very hard for me to concentrate. I'm hungry now.
He does pick food with extreme smells, Benji.
Benji, can't you sit in the other room and write stuff for the show? I mean, do you really need to be in here?
Yeah.
No, you don't. It's just you're up to too many annoying things. It's so much smoother when you're not in the room.
All right.
I just think it's funny that you've had this conversation so many times, and I would think that...
Well, he likes it. In some way, it gets some airtime.
I would think he would
didn't make a chocolate with
Chocolate.
coffee to get your attention.
Yeah, well, it certainly smells that way. We can't ignore it. Anyway, so I'm going to try and continue, but I'm so hungry. I'm going to friggin' take that hot chocolate and throw it out a window.
So,
yeah.
So Ruben looked... I thought he looked good. He looked like he was sort of in shape.
Wow.
But
well,
not
he did
thin.
start some kind of a diet and health program.
Looks like it's working.
Said you were on the plane, too, with Carson Daly?
So Carson Daly.
Yeah, what's his deal?
He's just, he got the sunglasses on and a hat on. He was out for some comedy thing with...
Big giant sunglasses?
Yeah, big sunglasses.
Yeah.
He was out for something with Jimmy Kimmel. I can't remember, some comedy show or something.
Wow.
But then I went to go to the bathroom, and I saw this really hot chick sitting in the front row.
And with the dog?
With her dog, yeah. And it was a weird dog, too. It was like a little hairy dog, like a chihuahua, but with a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Hey, how you doing?" So I looked behind me, because I'm sure she's talking to another guy. She goes, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I go, "No, I'm sorry." She goes, "We did Hollywood Squares together." And then I remembered it's the girl from 8 Simple Rules About Dating My Daughter, Kaylee Cuoco.
Oh, yeah.
Kaylee Cuoco.
Is she the hot daughter?
Yes, she is.
I don't know her.
Well, you never watched the show.
No. She looks real hot.
I remember Gilbert and I were like salivating over her at Hollywood Squares. We were, I remember Gilbert goes, "Oh my God, look at her."
Kaylee Cuoco. That's like, you got to be hot with a name like that.
I watched the show when Spade took over a couple times, and I think she's smoking.
She
that
is.
chick. Yeah.
And then so when I got home, the first thing I did was I went to IMDb to see how old she was, because in my mind I thought, oh, she sort of likes me, and I found out she'll be 20 in November.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
she was with her mom.
She was the teenage daughter.
I do her.
She looks older on the show.
Yeah, she looks older. If she looked young, I would enjoy her.
I think she likes you.
Yeah?
She always seems to be, seem to be positive about you.
I'll give her the hot beef.
In fact, I think she even mentioned to me, I sort of heard her say something like, "Oh, maybe I'll call in. Maybe I can call in this week or something."
Well, I wonder what she would feel like.
Oh, my.
She's 19.
Oh, stop.
Not long.
What a terrible thing to say.
Well, it's true, though.
She's adorable, man.
Yeah? Kaylee Cuoco?
Kaylee Cuoco.
Yeah. Kaylee, I'm cuckoo for Cuoco.
Yeah.
Gary, talk about Beetlejuice.
Can I give you a 10-second setup, Howard, and then on Monday I'll tell you what happened?
Right.
The thing that I'm upset about is that I'm in a car with Beetlejuice for like over 300 miles this weekend. There's a whole bunch of places we have to go, and I found out that Beetlejuice wears a diaper, and he goes in his pants, and he doesn't tell you when he went. So I said, I don't know if I really want to spend 2 hours in a car with a guy that
goes in his
pants.
Right.
So I'm trying to get out of that.
But Sal brings the diaper bag, right?
Sal's in charge of Beetlejuice. It doesn't make anything extra for it. So like, Sal has to go, Beetle, did you go? And then Beetle denies it. And then Sal has to look in his pants to see if he went. And then change his diaper.
Does Beetle let you open his pants?
No, you can smell it.
Yeah, but how do you change them?
I put him in the hotel room, I turn on the tub, and I shut the door. And I leave it be. And
He'll take care of the cleanup.
You trust him to turn off the tub?
he does turn off the tub. He cleans out the tub, but everything goes in the tub.
Oh,
And then what do you do with it?
I don't do anything. I don't share the room. I put him in the tub and I walk away.
Housekeeping has a turd in the.
I think it dissolves in. He must turn on the hot water or something.
Makes
I
you
don't
feel
know.
good about checking into hotels.
This is what I heard. The last time they were out, Beetle just didn't have the diaper on. Somebody forgot to put the diaper on. An accident occurred, and they had to send, like, somebody's girlfriend had to go to Kmart to the kids section to buy all new clothes. Yeah. Like there was no extra clothes. Howard,
does he get embarrassed when he does that?
No, he's clueless. And here's the funny thing: he was in the car with Bob Levy last week, and he did it in the car. And Bob rolled down the window and started gagging.
See, this is what I'm not looking for.
And Beetlejuice says to Bob, "What's your problem?" He goes, "What's your problem, pal?"
But see, I'll tell you right now.
And Bob's
that's no way to drive.
See, I swear to God, Howard, I'll get out in the middle. We're going to Palm Springs. I will get out in the middle of the desert and call a car. I swear to I will
say
not.
call the car before you
You're
have
probably
to do
right.
that.
Sal, you can't change him in the car?
Oh, no. That's disgusting.
I mean, between Gary's breath and Beetle's ass, I don't know I'm the one who's suffering.
Jerk. So that's
Did Beetlejuice always wear a diaper?
Apparently.
Evidently, we didn't know.
Oh.
How did you get in charge of his diapers?
I have to, we do shows together, so.
But Sean doesn't go and do all that?
No. And I feel, you got to take care of him.
Howard,
it's Beetlejuice.
You know what Beetlejuice's day was like today? Apparently, they leave him on a corner in New Brunswick with a bag where Bob Levy picks him up. I said, anybody could go by and say, "Oh, Bob Levy, get in the car."
Yeah.
Bob Levy picks him up, and then him and Sal are with him on the plane. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not
They
like...
leave him on a
You
corner.
think he's going with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So they're all going to be on the plane together.
Let me ask you something. You don't think you can train Beetlejuice to go on a toilet?
I don't know,
Does
man.
he pee in the diaper, too?
Everything, the works.
Wow.
Dude, it's like being next to a walking porta potty.
Wow.
Like an outhouse.
And it must reek. I mean, that's
That's an adult.
I said, even my child has, like at 3 or 2, my child has the ability to tell me that
See,
he
I
went.
just think he's being lazy.
I think maybe he was never taught.
Yeah, he could be taught. You guys could teach him how to go.
Well, it's a little late, don't you think?
I don't think so, Howard. I really don't.
He could be shamed into
He
it.
doesn't even know he's black. He thinks he's Italian. I mean, he doesn't. I'm telling you.
He's black?
You always see color, don't you, Sal?
He thinks that Sal the stockbroker and the guy that babysits him, Sal, are 2 different people.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh, really?
Like, he thinks the guy that's in here is Sal the stockbroker. That guy he knows. And then there's a guy, Sal, that babysits him, but he doesn't know they're the same guy.
Yeah.
He thinks you're a different guy.
When I see him at the show, he's like, "Hey, man, what you?" And over here, he's like, "Yeah, totally different person. Has no idea." I said, "Beetle, don't you remember we were spying?" He goes, "No, that wasn't you."
Wow.
Yeah, he totally.
Because he doesn't like the babysitter.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but it's really strange. But
Does he try to get away from you?
no, he's great with me. He feels really comfortable with me.
Yeah, I don't.
Can you 2 sit and watch a TV show and not have to speak?
Yeah. The only thing is
I believe that.
It's soothing.
breath is the absolute. I mean, like flies could come out.
Does
of
he
that
ever
mouth.
brush that tooth?
Well, that's all right.
No,
No?
nothing.
But do you see what's going on here? The whole thing. And
Why are you going?
It's me, Sal.
Well, why are you doing it? Why don't you be a gentleman and rent a car and go?
Well, that's probably what I'm going to do. That's,
Yeah, I
didn't,
wouldn't go in
but
that
I didn't
car.
realize any of this till the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought I was on a different flight. I thought that, like,
You're on a flight with Beetlejuice and Sal?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my.
And then I found out. But here's how, Howard. I found out this is the worst part of it. We're doing this thing in Palm Springs on.
What if Beat goes in his pants on the plane?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not involved in
That's
that,
what I'm
man.
saying, Howard. We're doing a thing in Palm Springs on Saturday night, right? It's a 2.5-hour ride to the airport from Palm Springs to Los Angeles Airport. 2.5 hours. Me, Sal, Beetlejuice in a car for 2.5 hours.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna
rent a car and go.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna rent the car for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
What about me?
You're in
You
charge of
have
him.
to
I didn't
take care of it.
I didn't make that deal. You did.
I'm the Mother Teresa of black retarded midgets. I mean,
I haven't figured out why Sal babysits him. He doesn't get paid.
I know.
Because it helps his gait.
Yeah, I mean, Sean helps me out with, he combines us together on gigs, and I help out Beetlejuice.
Is it worth it?
It's not that bad. I mean, if he stinks, you throw. So far, I haven't been in a position where he did a duty in a limo or on a plane.
But it could happen.
Yeah,
But he does it in the car.
Yeah.
You got a long trip out to L.A.
That's what I'm worried about.
How
man.
long is that plane trip?
Usually
6 hours.
6 hours.
You're going to have to change his diaper.
I don't think I could, dude. It's going to be bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, then have the stewardess do it.
Yeah, can you see? They'll have to lay him in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah, you should dress him up like a baby. Stick him on a changing table.
Are you first-class tickets? Are they first-class tickets?
No.
I'd rather sit next to a guy with a turban and big shoes than Beetlejuice on that plane, man.
I'd rather sit next to a guy with a box cutter.
Right.
And I'm totally pretending I don't know you guys when you start the scene of whatever it is that.
Oh, Mr. High and Mighty.
I'm sorry.
Big shot.
I did not sign up.
I love how Gary.
Baba Big Shot.
I did not sign up for that.
Gary's a big shot because he doesn't want to change a guy's diaper.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Gary. Stop being full of yourself.
Howard.
When did you get so high and mighty?
From
Mr. Big Shot.
From L.A. tomorrow morning, right, to the appear. We're doing a sit and sleep in Norco. That's 70 miles. From there, it's another 80 miles to the casino, and then like 200 miles back. So
And poor Beetlejuice has got to go through all this?
He doesn't know where he's going. It's
He's not
exciting to him.
embarrassed.
No, but he can't hold out that long. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's not going to. He's going to go in his diaper.
Right now, he's on a corner in New Brunswick going in his diaper.
Where do you get the diapers from, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Sean hasn't packed, well, if Sean hasn't packed enough, that's a whole other thing.
You know what, Bob? I was going to call you Bob Abley. Bob over there. So Bob tells me to call Sean. He goes, make sure he packs extra time.
I'm serious.
I had to get Sean.
Am I nuts to say?
It was so embarrassing. I called up Sean. He goes, hey, Sal, what's going on? I go, do me a favor. Gary wants you to pack extra diapers.
Is that wrong?
It was so. There was like a pause. He's like, what? I go,
Of course, you know what the funny part is? Sean can say whatever he wants. He's not going.
I know.
Am I wrong to feel a little odd about the whole situation?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's Sal's doing that Beetlejuice is coming.
Right.
You just are going out for an appearance.
Exactly.
You
I had no idea that the Beetlejuice thing was like.
Yeah, now you're part of
I
that.
didn't know that I was part of the circus.
Right.
Do you know what diaper it is they use if Beetlejuice should run out?
Was it Huggies?
they're bigger than my kids, I can tell you that. I think it depends for midgets. I don't know what they are.
They probably are.
But when he
Pull us. I mean, Beetlejuice is a midget. He's not a baby.
High Pitch was in the car behind us. He wasn't even in the
You
car.
said it was High Pitch? And High Pitch was in the car behind
Us in Boston. Levy's throwing up out the window.
I'm renting a car. But you know what? What am I thinking? I'm renting a car.
Of course you are. Who would be in a car with that?
That's crazy.
Are you going to sit in the back with Beetlejuice?
At one point, this is the other thing. Sal thinks that I'm being Mr. High and Mighty. I said, well, you got to put Beetlejuice in front. Forget about even the going in your pants. Forget if that doesn't even happen. You know, he gets on these jags where he doesn't even know who I am, and then he what is he doing here? Starts yelling at me, you know, tell me to go F myself, and I'm like, I could be in a car for hours getting yelled at by him. What am I going to do?
This trip is going to cost you $600.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's a punchline to the whole thing. I just got my tax return yesterday. I'm working for free this weekend. It's all going to my taxes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I know.
So like, I was all excited about doing this, and
Now it's for nothing.
it's for Beetlejuice now.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know, but that's really bad. I mean,
I didn't realize he was diaper trained.
I got to tell you, I didn't know any of this till about a week ago.
how many diapers does he go through a day? Do you know?
I have no clue.
I mean, you don't check him. I mean, because he could be wet. He might not have
No, I would
Why
never
don't you guys
touch him.
just sit him on a toilet every 2 hours like a dog?
He must be full of seriously. He
You
must
know what I mean? Like you take your dog for a walk.
Or give him a litter box.
Oh, God.
Seriously.
He must be full of rashes. Because if you go in your diaper and you
And
don't
you
change
sit
it,
there,
you sit
yeah.
there. You
And
get
it's
these,
an adult.
get these gross rashes and stuff.
Yeah, can you imagine? Do you have to put the Decidin ointment on?
I mean, again, I don't want to get too graphic, but how does he, like, you say you just stick him in a bathroom?
Yeah.
And he can clean himself and get new clothes
But what do you
on.
think he does?
I'm sure it's not a great job.
What happens to the diaper?
That's what I think happens. I think that he was in a situation where he took the bath and forgot to put the diaper on. and he
Yeah, but what does he do with the dirty diaper? He
I don't go in there, Howard. You hear? I turn on the
what does the hotel say?
I don't
my
know.
goodness.
And he goes and we go in the non-smoking rooms. As soon as he gets in, he lights up. As soon as he walks in, he's got.
He can smoke. He can learn to go to the bathroom.
in his pants and he's smoking.
Well, I do that. I go into a non-smoking room.
You know what? There should be a law. If you can't go into a toilet, you can't smoke.
But Howard, he can get a cigarette out of a pack and work a lighter or matches. Certainly, he can figure out how to go to the bathroom.
Of course, he could.
He's addicted to nicotine.
He's lazy.
Yeah, they just don't make him go to the bathroom.
You know what? Tell him to get a cigarette after he sits on a toilet and goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, no more diapers for him.
Well, we'll say no cigarettes until you go in the toilet.
There you go.
That's right.
That's it, Sal. Start taking the initiative.
And if you mess your diaper, you don't get a cigarette.
You don't get to eat. I'll cut off your oxygen if you're making your pants again. How's that?
And how about asking for another $50 for doing it?
Daddy understands.
Oh, man. It's bad.
Man. That's all this weekend. Were you guys appearing? I might go.
Tonight we're in L.A. Tomorrow afternoon we're at the Sit and Sleep in Norco. And then we're at the Morongo Casino?
The Morongo Casino tomorrow.
Because when he does those appearances, a lot of times he's in costume. He ain't wearing a diaper.
No, he's in a diaper, dude. He gets on stage in his shorts and his T-shirt, and he does his thing.
Howard, I had no idea any of this was going on. I just happened to hear Sal say, yeah, I got to make sure I'm packed enough diapers. And I said, why? I did not know this was going on.
Well, you know, Beetlejuice will get upset if you tell him he's wearing a diaper.
Yeah, I know. I've confronted him on it. And then he starts yelling at you.
I feel bad with that.
He's embarrassed enough about it that he could probably learn to be toilet trained.
Yeah, I mean, he knew what he did in Levy's car when he said to Levy, what's your problem,
My favorite is after our trip to Vegas last year, Levy called my answering machine with Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice got on and said, "Hey, Artie, you're a mess."
Yeah, you're in for some weekend.
And then Jim Florentine's with us, and Jim's always pulling pranks, and he's farting next to Beetlejuice. We went to Wendy's.
I had no idea that this was going to be like this.
Yeah. What are you going to do with the appearance? You have no routine.
No, I got a routine now.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Bob Levy wrote me some jokes.
Give me a joke.
I don't remember. I haven't looked them over yet.
How many minutes do you do?
Like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. But the guy got something. And, I paid Bob. And, he wrote
you
me.
did?
Yeah. I would be unfair to just take free jokes.
Wow.
What is the lineup this week?
It's me, Sal,
Jim Florentine,
Bob Levy, and Beetlejuice.
So you're going to walk out on stage and do 2 minutes?
Yeah.
You got to tape that.
Am I
2 minutes? What'd you pay him for 2 minutes? What's 2 jokes?
No, he wrote me like I don't know, 10
like,
jokes.
hey, I'm Gary, and
There's a couple jokes about Sal.
Well, it's got to be
Sal.
maybe 5 minutes then.
Yeah, someone told me in Vegas, Beetlejuice went to the bathroom on the stage.
That's what I heard.
When we were there, yeah.
He did. No, we talked about
that's what I'm
that.
talking about in Vegas.
We talked about that. Yeah.
What are you going to do on that flight today if Beetlejuice goes in his diaper?
I don't know, man.
Like the first hour
I
in.
might just go to the bathroom and sit in the bathroom. Are you
going to sit next to him? Do you have to?
That's the problem with me. Like I'm the last guy on the totem pole, so it's like like Levy calls me. You're sitting next to him. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I had to drive this guy and puke out the. So I'm like, I say, okay. I mean, what am I going to do?
You better hope it's just 2 people in a row, not 3.
The one
because
time
imagine like some lady sitting next to
that
Beetlejuice,
poor person.
and he goes in his diaper. You better say to him, hold it in.
It's bad, Howard.
Tell him no cigarettes.
Would you take him to the bathroom right before the flight and put him on a toilet and say go?
No,
because you should.
I direct him to the bathroom. I wouldn't.
But he's got a diaper on. What is he going to do about that?
How does he deal for 6 hours?
I think he fell in the toilet once and he'll never go on it again.
He had a bad experience.
How does he deal 6 hours on a plane without a cigarette?
I don't know, but it's so funny. Non-smoking's everywhere. Beetle just lights up. He puts on American Bandstand.
Like he can read.
I walk in the room. He's like in his diaper, smoking a cigarette, watching American Bandstand.
It's like Baby Finster.
Oh, no.
I don't know what he's doing watching Bandstand.
Learning the new dance moves. The Watusi.
He's like, I like the show, man. I like it.
I like it. In his diaper?
What does he like about it? I like the people dancing.
I like that the people don't wear diapers.
He's got cigarettes in his orange soda bottle. That's his ashtray.
Jeez,
aren't you guys afraid he's going to burn down the hotel?
That's what I think.
Me too.
I have thought about that, but he's pretty good.
So wait a second. What are the sleeping arrangements?
He sleeps in his room.
His own room.
Yeah. No.
And you guys just shut the door.
Next door.
But wait a second. You guys put him in a room, and you trust that he won't get up in the middle of the night and walk out, that he won't burn down a room,
right?
And anything else.
He goes in the room. He turns on the heat to 100.
Oh, Christ.
He takes off his clothes to his diaper. He lights up a cigarette.
Oh,
and the bottle with the cigarettes in is right next to the no smoking thing. And he puts on American Bandstand.
He's going to burn something down.
And then when it's showtime, I knock. When it's time time for the big show, I knock on his door.
Oh, God.
And I say, Beat, you got 10 minutes.
Get in a clean diaper.
That's exactly what happens. I don't know.
Don't you think it's weird that he's like never left the room at night? Don't you think that he could just wander?
He does sometimes.
He wandered off the last show we did in Connecticut. He did? We found him by a hot dog stand.
Oh, my God.
He cursed me out because I was interrupting him as he was eating a hot dog.
Does he have money?
Yeah, he's got like he's got like 10 singles in his wallet to buy like orange soda and
I think we
cigarettes.
lost him in Philly once. He did a show with us in Philly a few years ago, and he wandered.
He disappeared after the show. Florentine's in the parking lot. Levy's in the bathroom. I'm outside. We find him 3 blocks away, eating a hot dog, rapping with the hot dog guy like nothing's going on, and he starts cursing us out when we say we have to go.
Oh, that's funny.
Howard, you got to take a camera on the road. It's unbelievable.
You should go with it. Where's the camera crew for that? They're busy with every strip club they go to.
Right, they're open in every Scores.
Let's get Doug on that plane.
Yeah, well, get him on there.
Oh.
That I need tape of. These guys, with a strip club, everybody drops everything.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Something good's going on. You can't find a volunteer.
Man.
Lazy bastards.
I absolutely agree with you,
Yeah.
but don't blame me for that. I mean, this is what I'm finding out right now. Like, I would love to do
Well,
this.
check into it. You're a big yenta. Yeah.
I don't know how to get a flight to L.A.
Get a flight to L.A. You don't know how to get a flight to L.A. If I told you Scores was opening in L.A. right now, you'd find a flight.
Jump on JetBlue. Seriously.
Figure it out. You're a
All right, we'll
producer.
talk about it.
Seriously.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can do this. We
put
have
some
an
energy.
LA crew, so maybe someone out there could do it.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this.
Yeah, it sounds
Sounds wild.
interesting.
But they're going to
Diapers.
need a producer, Doug.
I don't know why he.
Yeah, Doug doesn't need to be there. Suddenly, no one needs to be there. Holy mackerel!
You can always tell it's Beatles' room too because the blowers are going on that heater.
I got to get out of here.
That's so crazy.
Oh man.
Man,
What time's your flight?
2:30.
Now, you've never flown with him before?
I've flown with Beetle, yes, to Vermont. I've flown to Florida, and
But nothing like 6 hours.
not 6 hours. So I'm worried. The one time in Vermont, he didn't his pants, but his breath was so bad.
And you got to sit next to him on the plane.
It was like
that makes sense that his breath would be
Does he
bad.
talk the whole time too? Is he talkative?
a little bit, but his breath isn't. I can't. It's like bad fish and.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
That's probably his diet.
And does he drink?
Oh, he drinks. Oh,
Does he drink
man.
on the plane?
Yeah, he drinks. Yeah, on the plane he drinks all day. I can't believe the amount of booze he puts away. He
Wow.
smokes and drinks like a 250-pound animal. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I can't.
What does he drink on the plane?
Probably beers, right?
No, he doesn't drink beer. He drinks alcohol, but I think it's vodka.
So I mean, he's got to be like a racehorse in that diaper.
Yeah, he's just taking it in and letting it out. Doesn't even have
Yeah,
to
I mean,
move.
yeah.
You know, Howard, now that I
Sounds
think
like a
about
great
it,
time.
he never gets up to go to the bathroom ever.
Right.
He doesn't have to.
He just goes.
It's
Can
like
you imagine what's doing in that diaper? Then you get off the plane and you got to take a car ride to the hotel.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. They need to stop and change that diaper.
You got to find a way to get that diaper off.
Here's the deal. We land at 5:30, right? So now by the time we get in the car, it's 5:45. It's Friday night traffic in L.A. Minimum hour to the hotel.
And now Beetle's ripe.
Right,
I mean,
Beetle's
someone's
right.
got. I mean, seriously. I mean, he's going to get diaper rash or
I'm
worse.
telling you, if he's sitting there in a wet diaper all that time, something's got to be going
Yeah,
on.
we got to get a camera in his diaper.
Diaper cast.
So we can see what's going on in there. Holy mackerel! He's got to pee at least 4 or 5 times during that flight if he's drinking like that.
minimum.
And then he's maybe moving his bowels at some point.
Well, he gets so relaxed, you know, you just go.
We got to go. We got to get tickets. Me and you are getting on that
You
plane.
have no idea. I was almost a part of it.
How did you get out of this? You
He found
escaped.
Beetle was going on. He backed out.
Did you?
I'll go by myself. Book me on
Gary,
my
you're
own.
really bumming out.
I am. I just didn't know. I mean, it started
I feel
out,
for Gary. I'd
It
be
started
bummed.
out with Artie's doing a comedy show in April. Can you go? And I said, yeah. Then it started out, well, Artie's not available, but can you go? And I'm like, yeah. Then it started out, we'll get an appearance during the day. It's right near the casino, but it turns out it's like 80 miles from the casino.
Right.
Then it's like, well, hey, Friday night we can get you another gig, but I didn't realize we were in L.A. I didn't realize how far it was to Palm Springs. But I don't even mind the travel, just when you throw the Beetlejuice thing, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh, that's going to be something.
Can't wait till Monday.
See, but
now.
you guys are all pretending like he's not going to the bathroom on the plane. He's going.
He's going.
And
Yeah,
you got to
he's
come
going.
up with a plan. I mean, it's going to be.
See, here's the thing that I haven't understood. All week I've been sort of, uptight about this, And Sal likes laughing and laughing, and
Because he's just, you know what he's doing? He's just putting Beetle on a plane, and he's going to wait till they get to the hotel and throw him in the room and say, go change your diaper.
Yeah. Okay, so now you got me.
So he's only going to pack 2 diapers.
So they got me, Sal, Beetlejuice, Bob, and Jim Florentine in a limo.
I mean, 4 more irresponsible people you couldn't find.
Because really, during the flight, they should take him in and let him change his diaper. Because it's got to be
I'm not sure Jim Florentine doesn't wear a diaper.
Yeah. Oh, Jim. Oh, and Jim has no sympathy. He'll just fart.
Right.
Like he'll add to the stench and laugh. He'll just fart.
I mean, Jim will go up to
No, but there's not one responsible guy there who's going to go, you know what? Beetle's probably uncomfortable. We got to
And you
look into
wonder
this.
why Beetle gets lost.
But Jim's in the airport. He'll go up to the sweetest old lady, go, where's Terminal B12? And as she's replying, you hear,
Well,
straight
I don't know. But
It isn't funny when Jim does.
no,
it's
it's Beetlejuice's.
Beetlejuice is funny.
All right.
Well, so I'll see you on Monday, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So does this mean Gary gets to sit next to Beetle if we're taping this?
No.
Yes.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
I got to tell you right now. Call me a jerk. I negotiated a better deal. I'm flying in business class. I got Ambien, and I'm passing out. But I know that I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the flight. I know there's going to be a commotion.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I just know that there's going to be a commotion. And
There
it's going
have
to be
been
these
times
guys.
that Beetle has not made it.
Yeah,
He's been thrown off planes.
Maybe I'll get him drunk before the flight.
Gary, you should be a good sport, man. Just sit next to Beetle. Be funny.
But no. What's a good sport? I didn't sign up to be his handler. Whatever you want to call
Somebody's
it.
got to handle you. Bring in the organ grinder.
I love Beetlejuice. I think he's a funny guy. But it doesn't mean I have to spend the next 72 hours with him. Day and night.
Funny. Beetlejuice called. He didn't want to be in the same car with Gary.
You know what? A chimpanzee would be easier. Because, a chimpanzee, you could just change the diaper.
You know what? But I'll tell you something. My cousin had a monkey, and the monkey used to wear a diaper. But the monkey also can't tell you when
Right, but you could
full.
At least, but you could change the monkey.
You can change the monkey's diaper every 4 or 5 hours.
Beetlejuice gets belligerent if you try to change his diaper. Because all you want to do is just have him just pull it off, throw it in the garbage somewhere, and put on a new diaper.
I just don't want to be on that plane under any circumstances. So could you all please alert me whenever and wherever you're going?
You got it.
Yeah, please. An Amber Alert.
Yeah, we do not want to be
alert.
with you.
Oh, man. What are you getting paid to?
Not much, but it helps. I need it.
Yeah.
It helps. It definitely helps right now. So I got to do what I got to do.
All right.
And he's happy. He's happy with us.
I'm happy without any money.
He's the best. This is Beetle is as bad as can. He knows he's the best.
Wow.
He's big and
It
he's
was just as funny listening to it back.
Oh, yeah.
He knows he's better and he knows he's dead.
I can't wait to hear what happened once they hit L.A.
And he knows
Or just getting on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they hit the airport.
I got to take a break for. Hey, what's with bleeping the word crap and pee? What's going on?
There were bleeps in there I couldn't understand. I said bathroom once. Room got bleeped.
Yeah, bathroom. I can't wait to get out of here and just go back to doing what we do. Believe it or not, every word they bleep is funny. Like I at one point I threw in the word excrement or something. Or, I don't know what, or feces. That's what I put in,
Okay.
feces.
And they bleep that?
Because I know it gets a laugh. They bleeped feces.
Yeah, every reference to that.
Yeah.
Done.
Regardless of whether or not it's offensive. Hey, Pete, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Yeah, I saw Beetlejuice in the Hamptons a couple of years ago, and he was...
Dude.
my friend.
All right, I had to bleep him off. F word doesn't fly here. If excrement doesn't fly here, you
If
know
bathroom doesn't get the
the F word definitely doesn't get through. All right, let me take a break, and then I'll ask Gary and Sal to come in, and we'll find out what happened over the weekend with Beetlejuice and the appearance, and that'll be fun. Tonight on E, insanely hot Playboy Playmates, Buffy Tyler and Suzanne Stokes. I'm not kidding you. They're insanely hot. And it started off as a real annoying interview because they were just being annoying. And then we told them they were annoying. And then they got topless, and we strapped them into the tickle post, and then they weren't so annoying.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, Buffy Tyler and Suzanne Stokes. Tonight on E. You'll love it.
That's hot.
Yeah. Let me take a break, and then because I'm dying to find out what happened.
Yeah, this is like the other part of the story we're dying to hear.
No. All right. Give us a few minutes.
Fred Durst talking about his relationship with Britney Spears.
See, that's the reason I ask these questions. I need to substantiate the story so we can prove her wrong.
I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Girl is a liar.
Oh.
She's a liar.
For sure.
She's a liar.
1,000%.
I believe you.
Strike me dead right now.
I don't think you need to lie about Poontang.
Man, it's unbelievable it's gotten to this point. It's like, that's enough already. You know, whatever happened for a reason, and I did what I did. I believe everything happens for a reason. I have to face the Piper, you know what I mean? But that's the way it goes, and that's what happened. And it's just like, she's just too immature and too, I don't know what she's so worried about, man.
The Howard Stern Show. Love blossoms like a flower on The Howard Stern Show.
The show is ruined today now. You're such a jerk.
Hey, Gary, watch yourself carefully, Bal. Do you know what? I can't wait to see you out on the street. He's fired. That's it. He's fired. He's fired. He just called me a jerk. You're fired, Gary. You're fired. You are fired. I want him out of here. Pack your bags and you're fired. Go find a job. Get out of here.
I'll do it.
Get out. Get out before I blow my mind.
Good times. Great friends.
I just want to get to the bottom of this L.A. trip with Beetlejuice. So what happened? Give it to me the best way you can. And Doug, you went out and covered this, actually, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a challenging weekend.
Why?
Exhausting.
Why was it challenging?
Just keeping up with Beetlejuice is quite a challenge. It's never-ending gimmicks and goofs and gags and laughing. It's so much fun.
Well, Beetlejuice was pissed because he was driving in the car with Bob Levy when we were doing that rap on Friday that I just played.
Bob had already picked him up from the corner.
Yeah, so Beetlejuice called in with Bob and was already on fire.
You too. You ain't got you.
Hello?
Howard too. I don't hear from nobody.
They just want to make it better. What's
I don't
wrong?
give a what that makes. I don't give a
Well, what's wrong? What made you
I
mad?
don't give a
Is it Gary?
I'm tired of everybody picking up. I'm tired of it. Tired of all of them.
So Gary, what did Gary?
That piece of
What did Gary do to you?
my sister's monkey ass.
His monkey ass?
I got something for that ass. Watch. I got something for that ass.
Do you want to sit next to Gary or Sal
I ain't
McClane?
sitting next to no body.
But you don't sit next to Gary?
Get away from me. You want something to say about me? You ain't out. Everybody.
No, you got to do the appearance with Sal and Gary.
Jim, I don't give a about no fans. I don't give a definitely gonna beat somebody's ass.
You're going to beat somebody's ass?
That's right. I ain't got time for this.
Damn.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
You going to be cool with them?
Hell no. I'm cool with no body. Everybody else want to talk about me too?
Wow. Oh, man.
What, was Bob driving with one hand and got the...
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He's ambidextrous. Like he's moving that telephone around. So tell me everything that happened.
So as soon as I get to the airport on Friday and Beetlejuice sees me, he starts yelling at me. More of that. See, I'm hearing that for the first time. So
Were you laughing the whole time, Sal?
It was the best. He's yelling at Gary. I told half the story. He's like, "Hey, Dave, how you doing?"
Yeah, he thinks Sal is Dave.
He thinks I'm Dave or Jim.
And who's Dave?
I don't know.
Dave's the guy that handles Beetlejuice.
Wow.
Sal is the guy he's angry with.
Wow.
If he could have found Sal, he would have yelled
Yeah,
at
he
him.
says, when I get to the studio, I'm going to take care of Sal. And he's yelling at Gary the whole time.
So Howard, at one point, we're walking towards the plane, and I'm a good 30 yards in front of Beetlejuice because who wants to hear this crap? And you can hear him. It cuts right through the airport.
Right.
We get over to the
my
gate.
God.
The plane's delayed an hour. Now we're hanging at TGI Fridays, having nachos or whatever. And I watch, Beetlejuice, he wanders around. But at one point, right off the bat, they go, "Where's Beat?"
Well, was he yelling at you the whole time?
No, he stopped yelling for a little while. Then we turn around and we realize it's quiet. Where's Beat? No,
Gary's eating nachos.
So
his fingers are full of cheese and salsa, and Gary's just nodding, and Beetle's cursing at him the whole time. So then Gary orders a glass of water, and Beat goes, "You want me to pick that up for you?" Like he offered to pay for his water.
Right.
So it was so strange.
So we go, "Where's Beetlejuice?" He's gone.
Right.
So Sal goes, now it's already, I'm involved already. You go that way, I'll go this way. He comes out of the bathroom. Beetle comes out of the bathroom like, "Hey, how you doing, man?" Like nothing. But he was gone. Like he could have just walked right out onto Queens Boulevard. Nobody would have known. So then back to waiting for the plane. And then
But Sal doesn't stress like I have to keep my eye on him.
Nobody stresses. I was stressing more than any of them.
See, that's why I couldn't go.
I swear to God.
That's why he can say, I'll take care of Beetlejuice, because he's really not going to be that involved.
It's no bother.
Yeah.
I love when he disappears.
Howard, there was a great moment this weekend where, I forget what it was, but at one point Sal put his hand on my shoulder and he goes, all right, listen, we got to get a plan. Here's our plan. And he goes, oh, wait a minute. You're not involved. You don't need to be part of the plan. I go, exactly.
Why not get one of those leashes for Beetlejuice?
Talked about that. Bob talked about that.
Like a leash?
Yep.
Like they do on little kids.
Right, exactly. But Beetle wouldn't go for that.
No? You asked?
I think Bob said they tried it once.
How'd that asking go?
You just put it on him.
Yeah, how about just putting it on him?
You don't ask your dog if he has to wear a leash. You just put it on him.
But my question is, when did he ditch the diaper?
Oh yeah, what happened with that? So you're all right. So keep going. You're at the airport.
So now we're waiting to get on the plane, and then Beetlejuice is like,
was he wearing a diaper?
I don't know.
All right.
That Beetlejuice is liking me, and then all of a sudden he's not liking me again. So it's more yelling, just yelling. Now I'm trying to have a conversation with Sal. That they're going, okay, plane number 128 is going to go. I'm trying to listen to everything, and I hear mother, screaming. And the weird thing is that. And
does everyone in the airport know what's going on?
Well, yeah, and the weird thing is that we have already now ignored him.
Right.
So people are staring at us, not paying attention to him.
And this is just getting on the plane.
We haven't gotten on the plane yet.
Yeah.
So
are you miserable?
It was weird because I actually felt sort of bad that he understood what we were talking about, but it just didn't end.
Right.
It just didn't. I mean, he doesn't stop.
Did he say to you, I don't wear a diaper?
I don't wear a diaper. Who the hell are you to talk about me? You guys are crazy. You're like, I don't kick your ass. At one point, he's at TGI Fridays. I just walked away, and I hear, I'm 30 yards away. I hear, I'm going to F you up, man.
If he had thrown a punch at you, would you have fought back?
No.
What would you do?
I would hold the hand and just stop him.
You figure you could catch the punch and just take it.
Step on him.
By the way, I have never seen a human eat as much as Beetlejuice eats.
Yeah.
It is a non-stop eating frenzy.
I know. I noticed that about him, too. He likes to eat a lot.
He buys food non-stop. He eats and eats, and when he's done eating, he eats more.
And what does he eat? Like bad food?
Anything.
No.
Yeah, mostly bad food. He bought like one of those gross hot dogs at a stand in the airport, Doritos,
That's
candy.
pretty thin for a guy.
Yeah, he doesn't gain weight.
I mean, Howard, he just eats. We stopped at like an In-N-Out burger in L.A. He had a whole bunch of food, but every time I turned around, he was eating.
Is he farting up a storm?
Well, all I could think of, what goes in must come out.
Yeah.
So then we got on the plane, and I went to the front, and I fell asleep, and I didn't hear a thing during
Did
the
you
flight.
sit next to him on the plane, Sal?
I sat next to a lady who he was supposed to sit next to. I couldn't let. She was such a sweet lady, and she saw Beetle, and her eyes almost popped out of her head, and she sunk into her chair, and she looked at me like I had to throw her a raft or something,
Right,
a life
like,
preserver, like
save
please,
me.
yeah. And I saw the look of fear in her face. I go, Beetle, you sit there. So I sat him next to some guy, and this poor guy was reading a book. And he was just reading a book, looking down. He never looked up. He refused to look at Beetlejuice. And as soon as Beetlejuice sat down, he started rapping with this guy. He's like, hey, man, how you been? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Couldn't understand one word. The guy took the book and put it over his face. And he held it there for the whole flight.
But, now Beetle ate a whole bunch of food and had drinks and stuff before he got on the plane.
Yeah.
Did he get up and go to the bathroom a lot?
Yeah, well, I said, Beat, let's go to the bathroom. He's like, all right, Jim, let's go. So we go to the bathroom.
Right.
Jim, Dave,
Yeah.
what is your name?
I don't know. So we get into the bathroom, and there's a few, and Beetle's like, hey, go in that one, Jim. Go in that stall. I go, no, Beetle, you go in that stall. This is about Beetle. He's like, no. And he goes, I'm okay. I go, no, go ahead. So I have to, kind of coach him and make him
Wait,
feel
this is on the
comfortable.
plane, sir?
No, this is in the, no.
Oh, in an airport?
Yeah.
Oh, what about on the plane, though?
No, on the plane, no.
Did he get up and go at all?
Nope.
And he didn't have a
And
problem.
he didn't have a diaper?
No. I don't know if he did. I think, no, he had a diaper on the plane. Because then when we got to the hotel.
He had to.
He
Yeah.
did.
So
After that,
So Howard-
wear a diaper.
the L.A. station got me a car, right, for the weekend, but not one from the airport.
And Beetle must have been smelling on the plane. How do you let a guy sit next to him, man? That's not fair.
What
You should have traded seats.
But it was the lady. I had to sit next to the lady.
Why?
You should have let the guy and the
didn't want-
lady sit next to
Right,
each other,
right.
and you and Beetlejuice sit
never
together.
occurred to me.
You're a stockbroker. You can't do that math.
Yeah,
I can't.
it never occurred to him.
Right.
But you know
he
what's
just
funny?
didn't
Like
wanna be next to Beetle.
Gary's like, he's taking all this crap, and as soon as we get on the plane, he puts his hand on my shoulder, goes, "Hey Sal, you're going that way, and I'm going that way." He's got this big smile on his face.
Oh, imagine I broke Sal's balls for a moment. That's all he does. We'll get to that in a minute. So we get to the airport in L.A. The station got me a car for the whole weekend, but just not from the airport
And Doug, are you with these guys getting this all on camera?
No.
No.
At this point, no.
At the airport, you can't.
First of all, you can't shoot on an airplane or in an airport, or you go to
No.
jail.
Oh.
Which,
But Doug didn't get out there till later that night.
And then my flight got delayed hours.
So now it's all of us in a car, right? To go to the hotel. But I said to Sal, again, I'm thinking like when I had a 3-year-old. I said, don't bring him in the car till you take him to the bathroom. Take him to the bathroom at LAX first. Don't bring him in the car.
Right.
So he goes, no. And I'm like, yes.
I didn't want him to go I wanted him to go in the bathroom in the car with Gary next to him.
So we got to the hotel and everything was fine. You know, Beetle was very quiet. He goes into these weird funks where he doesn't say anything,
which is fine,
and then just breaks out of them like that.
Right.
Go to the hotel. We all check in. Beetle has his own room. Then we're gonna go out to dinner, and so
you're gonna take Beetle to dinner?
Well, this again. I said, Sal, would you like to go to dinner? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, well, Bob wants to come with us, too. And I go, well, who's going to watch Beetle? He goes, you're right. I'll tell Bob to stay with Beetle. 2 seconds later, all spiffed up, Bob and Beetle are like, where are we going to dinner? So we went to a nice restaurant, a really nice restaurant.
Did Beetle behave?
He behaved. He behaved fine. Sat at the end of the table.
Can he order, or does somebody order?
He can.
He can order. Did he read off the menu?
Well, when I took him to breakfast the next morning, he ordered. I don't know. What did he do that night?
I don't know what he ordered that
He
night.
looked at eggs. He was looking at the menu. It said Eggs Benedict, and he ordered the hamburger.
Yeah. He reads the
I'll
menu
have
for
this.
10 minutes.
He stares at it, right? He wants you to believe he's pouring over that menu.
He opens up the menu. It's upside down.
And was it? And did he order a hamburger?
Yeah,
but he was pointing at Eggs Benedict. He said, I'll have this. It said Eggs Benedict hamburger. Cheeseburger.
But that was a breakfast or dinner? What did
Dinner. I think
they had a cheeseburger at a fancy restaurant.
No. See, you get
That was
confused.
breakfast,
These guys are talking about breakfast.
Yeah,
the next
no,
day.
dinner. What he did
At the fancy restaurant, I think that somebody ordered for him. We ordered a lot of stuff, but whatever it was, Howard. He was so quiet, you didn't even know he was at the table.
Wow.
I mean, the only thing that you knew, it was weird because every once in a while you looked down the table, there's Beetlejuice.
Right.
But he was very quiet. We go into our gig that
and
night.
he ate whatever you ordered for.
Yeah, he was fine.
Right.
We go into our gig that night. I'm going to tell you, Sal did one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life.
Do people at the restaurant stare at Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, and does Beetle order a drink at a restaurant? I'm just
He
wondering-
drinks nonstop too. So
Right.
he drinks, beers all the time, just pounding them down.
Right.
So we go to do this appearance. It's like a meet and greet. 40 listeners get to hang out with me and Sal. Was Beetlejuice there?
He was there with the girl who puked. She sucked on his. This girl was there. She was drinking. So she goes, Beetlejuice, and she gives him a hug. I go, hey, give Beetlejuice a kiss. So she's like a little reluctant. 4 drinks later, she's sucking on his tongue.
Wow.
Was
she hot?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hot.
Sal's one of those. He should really be Sal the instigator.
Well, it's okay. But
A hot chick is sucking face with Beetlejuice?
Yeah. And Howard.
Uh-oh, wait, Beat's on the phone. Hey, Beat. Beetle.
Everybody look at him and say, hey, I got to get away from breast lips.
Hey, Beat, it's Howard.
Yeah.
How was the appearance?
Yeah. I hear you, Howard.
Oh, okay, good. Everything go okay with the appearance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you were mad at Gary.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, he started in with that diaper
His
stuff.
big lips talking about me. Look at him. Look who's he talking to.
Right, yeah. I know what you mean.
But you were wearing a diaper, right?
Me? Do I look like I'm wearing a diaper? No.
Yeah, why are these guys saying you wear a diaper, Beat?
He wears a diaper. Look what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And he got the nerve to talk about me. Look at him. Every time he talking about people, look at him. Look at his lips.
Was it hard to...
His breasts so stink. Everybody just look at him when they win.
Was it hard to go to the... you didn't use the restroom. You didn't use the bathroom on the airplane.
What I did.
What did he say?
I don't need no diapers. Look at him. He needs more than diapers than everybody else needs. Look at him. He needs to wear a diaper.
Right. So when you go on a plane, you hold in your business, and then you wait till you get off the plane to go to the bathroom?
Me? I get off the plane first.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
So he says he held it in, and then when he gets to the hotel, he went to the bathroom.
Well, I went to the bathroom. He's the one that's talking junk.
Wait a minute, Sal. Did you have to do your usual routine, take him to the room, turn on the tub?
Yep.
I don't need nobody to turn on the tub. I turn on the tub myself. Put on there. I ain't no little cat.
Yeah, Sal's saying what he does is that your diaper's full, and he puts on a tub, and then he
I don't need no diaper.
All right. That's what these guys are saying.
Yeah, they need to wear a diaper. Look who's talking with the big-ass lips. And he got the nerve to talk about somebody. Look at him.
See, my point is, I know Beat knows how to go to the bathroom.
Of course he does, but I don't know if anybody ever asks him.
Yeah. I think he does. What? Did you see him go in his diaper at all?
I didn't. I heard that, so I was in my own car the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, but you was scared to get in the car with me because you got the nerve to talk about me, you big lip.
I was scared to get in the car with you, right. I heard that from the trip from the appearance at Sit and Sleep to the casino that there might have been some sort of an accident.
Actually, look who's talking. You got the nerve to talk about people. Look at you.
Did you have an accident?
You got the nerve to talk about me. Look at his lips.
Did you have an accident?
Do I have an accident? No way.
No.
Never.
I like how Beetle makes the reference, the comparison of Gary's lips to going into a diaper.
He needs to wear a diaper. His big lips.
All right. Hey, Beat, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. Good for you, man. Good talking to you. I know I'm going to see you later in the week.
All right, dude.
All right, Beat.
All right.
Later. That's
Later.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, everybody.
So I don't get it. So he clearly had a diaper on the plane, Sal, right?
Right, he had a
to.
diaper on the plane.
So
he never got up. He even said just now.
He never wear a diaper. He's supposed to be out of his mind.
Pete, you just said you did a number 1 on the plane. You never.
Oh, look who's talking. He didn't need a diaper for number 2. So what is he saying?
All right. Well, yeah, so go ahead.
So we get to the hotel, and I turn on the tub and go, Beat, just do your thing.
Oh, so you did all that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But because of what happened on Friday, now he's not participating. You know,
oh, really?
Yeah. He's getting out of my room,
I'm participating. Look at him.
I don't need any help, and
I don't need no help.
Right.
What I think I ain't no little kid. Look at him. He's a kid himself. So
Listen, no bad Beat. If you make it your pants, so you get in the tub and you wash it off. That's all. No big deal.
I wash myself up every day. I don't know what is he talking about.
Anybody can have an accident.
Yeah. Robin had an accident in California,
And
Mexican.
I got in the tub. Sal turned on the water. Got in the tub.
Yeah, Robin had an accident.
A lot of people have an accident. A lot of people does.
Right.
So they ain't got nothing to do with me.
All right, Beat. All right, hey, I got to go. I'll see you later.
All right.
All right, take it easy, Beat.
Yeah, take it easy.
And go to Beetlejuice's website, too, by the way.
JollyDwarf.com.
JollyDwarf.com, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
then he's yelling at me and cursing at me. He's like, I'm not putting on no diaper, ain't no kid, F Gary. He's going crazy on Gary, and he storms out of the hotel room, and he leaves the hotel.
Wait, I got tape of Beetle yelling about his diaper. Want to hear it?
yeah.
You too.
Wait, that ain't the right one. Hold on. I got it here now.
Yeah, but we got to clean up, Beat.
What was I cleaning up for?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, because Gary says, you know, if you go with...
Gary and everybody else.
All right. So you all cleaned up?
I'm cleaned up.
This is when you're taking him to dinner?
No, this is in the hotel room. I'm getting it because Gary doesn't want to go out with him unless he's cleaned up. I mean, the guy hasn't gone to the bathroom all day. So
all right.
We're in the hotel room, and I'm trying to get the tub going. I'm trying to get him going.
Everybody keeps saying I'm cleaning up with the
No, we just want to...
Everybody think I'm a kid now? I ain't no kid.
No, it ain't...
Just like everybody else. I ain't no kid.
Well, Gary's afraid that you're going to in your diaper, and if you do that, he's
I
going
don't
to...
wear no diaper, and I don't wear no diaper, and I don't really wear no baby. I ain't no kid. You want to look like I wear diapers?
Drop it.
I don't need no diaper.
Oh, my God. There's no amount of money worth it.
So then he storms out of the hotel. He goes out in the lobby. He tries to take off. We have to stop him.
So what do you do now? Now he's not wearing a diaper, and you took him to dinner?
Yeah.
And he didn't wash?
He went back to his hotel, and I think he shut the door, and he washed himself up by himself. He had to have.
So what does he have? Does he have regular underwear in his suitcase as well?
Well, I tried to look in his bag for the diapers, but he busted me. Because we were really worried. We got back in the limousine, and I go into the bag to see the diapers. And I don't know how it happened, but Beetle got out of the car, and he totally busted me looking for his diapers. He flipped out again.
What's this? Beetle doesn't know where he is?
Oh, that's great. We took him out Saturday morning. We were walking him down Hollywood Boulevard to look at the star, the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Just ask him where he was, and he said, I don't know.
How do you feel, Beat?
Yeah, I feel pretty great, man.
Now, as you know, Beetle, we're in Hollywood, California. What state are we in?
I really don't know about this, man. Really.
If you had to guess, what state would you say we're in?
I don't know. Really, I don't know nothing about this, man.
Let me give you a multiple choice. New Jersey, California, or Florida?
It could be Florida.
All right, so he doesn't know where he is.
No, never.
So I took him to breakfast, and Howard, he ordered. Like, he sat down. I mean, he looks at the menu. He can't read it, but he knew he wanted a hamburger. And he didn't cause any commotion. Like, people weren't even looking at him that weird.
Wow.
You know, he ordered. Then we left, and we went to the first appearance. So now, me and Sal and Beetlejuice are sitting at this table in a mattress store.
Right.
And Sal starts in on me immediately. I'm signing pictures, and Sal's drawing pictures of me. Right? I'm talking about like a head on a horse with big teeth. And I thought to myself, well, certainly he'll get bored with this after the first 3 or 4.
Howard, you get to this thing, and all you see is these 250-pound gorillas with no teeth and goatees and chain wallets, and I didn't even want to look up. I go, man, it was like night of 500 Brian Phalins, you know?
Sal was like sort of embarrassed to be there.
Why?
He's like, how do you handle
I wasn't embarrassed.
His whole thing was like, well, what's going to go on here? I go, what's going to go on here is everyone's going to come and make fun of you. People feel when they wait online it's their right to insult you.
Right.
And it's like, oh, my God.
So I figured, let me play it safe. I'm just going to look down and draw as many pictures of Gary as I possibly can.
Sit and sleep crowd ragging on Sal.
Howard, this is 2 feet away from him.
Nice.
Literally 2 feet away from him.
Oh, my God.
Beetle reads stars on Walk of Fame. What's that?
Well, these stars with the celebrity names on them. So the first one said Jerry Lewis, and you'll see what Beetle was trying to read the names on the stars. He didn't know what that star said. Here's another star.
I never heard of it. I never did, dude. I never been in. I never did, dude.
Yeah, but what does this star say?
I don't know.
And what is this shape?
I don't know. It's shaped like a heart. What else, man?
Shaped like what?
It's shaped like a heart, dude.
Like a heart.
You know? Single, you know?
All right, so we're going to read another star. Look at this one. Now, what does that star say?
Howard Stern?
What's that? Yeah.
Howard Stern?
There you go. Howard Stern.
Yeah.
It's Jerry Lewis.
Close enough. What's this, Beetle ragging on Gary some more?
Yeah, it was never ending.
Because it would just, Howard, he would suddenly remember he hated me.
So, Beat, man, what's up with Gary? You went in the other car. Why?
Because he's a bull. He wants some bull with everybody else. He won't call people names. He ain't want nobody calling him names. So
Right.
I don't give a He wouldn't like it because he knows I say things about him. Because his ass so fat. That's why his ass talking about people. Talking about getting the toe. Look at him. His fat ass didn't get the toe.
That's right.
That's why everybody call him fat. Look at his lip. His lip. Look at him. Talk about it. Look at this. Look at his teeth. Look at his green in his teeth points. That's how he talk like a baby.
Was that me? Was Beetlejuice just imitating me?
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Limo Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. This is funny. I dropped him off that morning at Bob Levy's, the apartment, and he was bad. Usually I have time to stop at a hotel, hose him down, get the bottle of Fantastic out. But he was the worst I ever. I called Bob. I said, Bob, it's the worst. He goes, you're kidding me. I said, no.
But what do you think it is? Does he have a load in his pants?
Yeah, he just has little problems sometimes. That's all. But usually I have time to wash them all up and all that. But I had no time at all. I was working. So I was running all around. But that's what I said. I don't get paid enough, man.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Freddie, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard. Who's in charge of making sure that he cleans himself the right way? Who's checking him? Who's doing the inspection?
No one.
No one.
There's nobody feels pressured to keep an eye. I mean, they keep an eye on him to a degree.
Right.
Like I got up Saturday morning, right? I'm walking around. When I come into the hotel, Beetlejuice is leaning against the counter. He goes, "You're up early." Nobody else is around. Beetle's out of his room. Could have been anywhere. Making fun of me that I'm up early.
You're up early.
Your worst nightmare.
Coming down for a nice quiet breakfast.
And what do? You just walk away?
Well, yeah, I just try to placate him any way I can.
Right.
You know, I don't want to. I'm not looking to start a fight with
You
him.
didn't invite him to breakfast?
I did, and I did it. We took him to breakfast.
Right.
And he doesn't stink at breakfast?
Well, no, he doesn't. I'll tell you where it got bad. When we went to do the comedy show, it was a very, very, very tiny backstage area, and I swear it wasn't like a doo-doo smell. It was like a skunk. I said, what the hell's going on? I said, what the hell? So Sal apparently said that's his breath, so I don't get too close to him.
Horrible.
Oh, my goodness.
But then what happens is once he gets Beetlejuice's way of getting ready for the show, just start pounding down beers.
Right.
So now he's good and liquored up, and I think there's a great clip
What's
on
wrong
there
with that?
where he decides to show us that he doesn't wear a diaper.
Oh, no.
See, like, for instance, I know Beetlejuice wears boxers.
Let's see.
And I've also
I got Sal and Beetle's bag, Gary's stand-up. I want to hear that. Beetle saying hello, Cleveland.
Keep going.
Beetle yells at Gary. That's it.
Troy Beetle yells at Gary. That might be it backstage.
He's yelling at you?
Yeah, this again the whole
To
day.
show you that he doesn't wear a diaper?
Yeah.
Because you're mad at me, but why?
Yeah, but why you gotta say things about me? And what I got
Like
to do
what?
with that? Put on the shirt, but what I got to do with Pampers?
With what? Pampers?
What they got to do with me?
Do you wear them?
No.
Do you wear a diaper?
No.
So if I pull your pants down right now, there's not a diaper on there.
No.
I pulled them down.
Oh, and then he did.
And was there a diaper?
First he pulls his pants down and there's the boxer shorts that are way too big.
Yeah.
And then he pulled those down to his ankles and he's standing there naked in front of everybody.
Touching himself.
Touching himself.
Is this on stage or backstage?
No, this is backstage.
So
You
put
can
that on
tell he's
stage.
had a few drinks, too.
Oh, yeah. More than a few, believe me.
How was your stand-up? How'd that go?
Oh, it was so funny.
It was
it
okay. You know what? Listen, I got to tell you, what you have on that tape is my first and last stand-up.
Oh, no.
'Cause I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. I'm just not doing it anymore.
But you paid for all those jokes.
You know what? I'll take the loss.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
What'd you pay for the jokes?
You know, Bob won't take my money. I tried to give him $300.
All right.
So he won't take my. I'm just sending him
I
a
wouldn't
check.
take his money either after the way he said them.
We were sitting around backstage trying to figure out how did they get the name for this? Morongo. We thought the Indians were sitting around going, we must name this place Morongo. It's actually Moron Go, but they didn't finish it. It's Moron Go Home. We have all your money. Bob Levy helped me write these jokes. You might have heard on the air. Bob Levy helped me write these jokes. So I tried to pay the guy, and he wouldn't take any money. So I wanted to give him a gift. I said, hey, here's 4 courtside seats for the Lakers. And he goes, what? I thought I did you a favor.
Hey, that wasn't bad. Come on, man.
Thank you very much. So you guys all heard on the air, I flew in with Sal the Stockbroker, Bob Levy, Beetlejuice. What a circus at the airport. I'm telling you, we were walking down, everybody thought it was a cast of Cirque du Soleil. We had the midgets and everybody.
I like it.
This is good.
I'm enjoying it.
I've just been waiting all weekend to be hammered.
I'm liking it. Is it you memorize this and everything, huh?
No, you know what's really funny? The guys that from E, they were doing the tape this morning, and they go, you weren't bad, but we noticed every time you finish a joke, you take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was Bob told me I wrote out all like little bullet points on a piece of paper and I put my beer on top of it. So I finish a joke, take a drink, and see what the next joke was.
So what do you guys think of Sal on the show so far? How do you think he's doing? He's a good guy, but I'll tell you, having Sal on the show, it's like having a chick on the show. You know, he cries like a chick. He wears makeup like a chick. That guy wears more makeup than a burn victim.
I don't know, man. I'm liking it.
Good, Gary.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on, I'm going. And what's with the whole let me stay in your room, love me daddy thing? Right, that guy, he's more high maintenance than Star Jones at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Hello. And what about Richard Christie? You like Richard Christie? I love him, but man, is he a pervert or what? The only one that knows more about porn than him is his.
Is his what?
I can't say it.
His, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh.
His friend, his little friend.
Oh. Can't say that.
That thing's been beat more times than Tommy Lee's drum. I'm working on it. Thank you very much. I'm working on it. You know, you got to wonder about a guy who keeps a squeegee on top of his computer and paper towels by the nightstand. So I don't know if you guys know, I quit smoking. It's been 3 months now. The good thing about it is I'm not smoking anymore. I'm healthy. The bad thing about it now is I put on a little bit of weight. You might have noticed I put on a little bit of weight. So I'm getting these weird phone calls, these weird phone messages. Nice hole, you fat bastard, die. So finally I had to call the guys from Trim Spot, say, stop calling me at home. Thank you very much. We got a great show for you tonight. We got a lot of good guys.
That was good, Gary.
Not bad. I liked it.
They were with you.
Yeah, no, they were with. That was the first show.
Yeah, I didn't think you did that bad. Gary was bumming out. He's like, it was bad. I don't think it was that bad.
I'm not used to doing that on stage. So the second show, had a couple of beers. The audience wasn't as with me. I just started cutting out jokes like crazy.
No. You gotta.
You don't have any faith in yourself.
I don't
I
have
thought
any.
he was pretty good.
When he was saying he couldn't do that, I remembered back to the roast on the Channel 9 show.
Yeah, you were good.
Gary was great on that roast.
Yeah.
Well, you won't see much more of that out of me because you know what? It makes me want to vomit. It really does. And Sal makes fun of me. Like, I'd rather be at Sit and Sleep having people make fun of me than
do that. No.
Well, you could totally do 20 minutes. You could tell, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can do it.
Absolutely.
You can do it.
And certainly, if you wanted to be an MC, you do,
Right.
a few jokes between acts, you would be good.
Gary was so nervous backstage. He was like having palpitations. His whole mouth was dried up. And
Well,
he
it's
was
'cause he
losing
never
his
did it
voice.
before.
Yeah, he was
Pacing.
losing his voice.
So can I just tell you one funny thing that happened this weekend that Sal did? Sal's really, you're so off the map. So we go to this party on Friday night, and Ron Jeremy's there,
Right.
the porn guy.
Right.
So he's just a nice guy. He's hanging out. Sal's talking to him, and he's being really nice to Sal. So at one point, these two hot chicks from Boston see Ron, and they want to take a picture with him.
Right.
So they sit on his lap. They get ready to take the picture. Sal drops his pants. They're on steps. So Sal's 2 steps above him. Sal drops his pants and gives him a Roman. Ron didn't know what happened. Howard, afterwards, he was traumatized. He came to me and he goes, "You know what? I've been in porn for 30 years. I don't think I've ever had that on my head before."
This is a guy who's done every disgusting thing you could ever do.
He turns around and goes, "What was that?" I go, "My nuts." You son of a bitch.
He was really weirded out by it.
Well, yeah. You gave the guy a Roman. You mean you just walked up to him and threw a Roman?
Ron Jeremy. I told him he would.
Anybody got that picture?
We do. We're going to get it.
You got to put that up on HowardStern.com.
I was so embarrassed.
It was so funny.
5 minutes later,
You double teaming him.
yeah, she passes out, and she passes out on a booth. So I go where her face is, Levy goes where her butt is, and we're taking pictures, high-fiving each other as we were
I gotta
raping
see
her.
these.
Oh, geez.
But the girl who made out with Beetlejuice,
That's her.
5 minutes later,
We pick her
she
up.
threw up in the booth. She threw up 10 feet from the booth. She threw up right outside the bathroom.
Wow.
All over the place.
All over the place.
Puke
Cleared
everywhere.
that place out like nobody's business.
Jesus, what a weekend.
And we're in the car then afterwards. We're in the car.
Did you go home with these guys?
No, I went home by myself. But when we were going from the sit and sleep to the casino, I get a call on the cell phone. Doug goes, "Open your window." Out my window, Beetle just hanging out the window, give me the middle finger, yelling at me.
Pete did a drive-by flip-off to Gary.
Right.
It was funny. There's so much stuff, so much hijinks in the car. So,
You got Sal, go ahead.
we just Beetle is, we called it sleep paranoia. So Beetle's exhausted. You can clearly see
Well, tell him why. Well, this is what happened. The ride, Howard, was
I think I had enough Beetlejuice.
Well, this is pretty funny. The ride was so long, there was nothing to do. So we started ripping up paper and putting it on Beetlejuice's head, you know? So as he's falling asleep, the paper's floating over his face. And then he wakes up, and there's paper all over the place. So then he passes out again. And the second time he falls asleep.
Does he get pissed off?
No, he's okay. He's just he just shakes his head like, what's going on? The second time he falls asleep, we cut out 2 little pieces of paper, like 2 big teeth, and we stick it to his lips, and he looks like a walrus.
Hey, you take pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It's all on
videotaped this.
Here's another weird thing that
Wait, hold on. The funny thing is when he wakes up, he doesn't even feel it. He bites down on them, and the teeth are hanging out in between his lips. And he still doesn't get it.
And then every time he falls asleep, Sal's putting like a feather in his nose.
Then
and
they
he's-
put a feather in
he's,
his nose.
freaking out.
Well, no wonder he can't sleep.
Poor guy. We're driving.
Yeah, why can't he sleep?
We're going to the hotel. Tell him about the sleep paranoia then.
Oh yeah. So then this was the next morning. So next morning he's absolutely exhausted. You can tell he's dozing off every 2 seconds. So as soon as he falls asleep, he just catches himself and he wakes up and he's like eyes as wide as possible.
As soon as his eyes shut, Howard, it's like somebody jolted him with a cattle prod, and he looks
Because
right at
every
me.
time this guy falls asleep, I think there's somebody doing something.
You know what? We got it on tape. When he wakes up, it's like somebody just hit him in the rectum. I don't know.
I did learn one weird thing about Beetlejuice this
You
weekend
got that
as well.
on tape?
Yeah. I told you this is good. We get to the airport. He's so paranoid now. We get to the airport, and the security goes, "Oh, special needs."
He was looking at Gary.
So people goes, "I don't need anything special."
Are you killing me?
So he thinks everything's a joke now. So he's like, "I don't need anything special." I go, "No, Pete, that means we get to pass the line, you know?" So we pass the line. We're going through the metal detector, and the lady goes, "Take off your shoes, please." He goes, "Take off my shoes. You take off your shoes."
So there's more. So then we get to the gate. And the woman's like, Sal goes, "We're special needs," and she goes, "Oh, do you need a wheelchair?" Beetle looks at her. He goes, "I don't need no effing wheelchair."
He goes, "Wheelchair? I don't need no wheelchair." I'm like, "No, Pete." So whatever is said to him, he's convinced.
It's a goof.
The only thing bad about the story is that we can't shoot in an airport. It's so much
we
funny
couldn't shoot
stuff.
any of this stuff. The airport was the best. This was so funny.
So what about when he
he's
gets
a
to the
security
gate?
guard? Security guard shakes his hand. He's like, Pete, how are you? Big fan. He's like, hey, man, how are you? How's everything going? He's like, good. He goes, so where you going? And Pete goes, I don't know.
Where you coming from? I don't know.
No idea.
I'm special needs.
Yeah, special needs.
By the way, Beetle was really angry at the appearance at the sit and sleep.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wouldn't talk to anybody.
Why?
He was just in one of those moods. So people
Yeah.
were like, "You want to take a picture? Can I take a picture with you?" He goes, "I don't care what the f you do." But it was like it's almost like he was like a wooden Indian.
Yeah.
People would just go like Sal would go, "Just take a picture, quick, just do it, just don't even ask." But I learned one weird thing about Beetlejuice this week. And Sal pointed this out right off the bat. Beetlejuice has tears that come out. He tears a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. They just come out for no good reason.
For no good reason. He's got a lot to cry about.
And then they dry on his face in a weird way. And it's like halfway through the day, it looks like war paint. It's all over his face and dry.
It's like white bat wings under his face.
It's very odd.
Sounds like you had a good weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't
Two
as
more
bad
quick
as you
things.
thought it
Yeah.
would be.
First of all, Sal's like a really horny guy, happily married but horny guy.
Oh.
So there was these two girls backstage that were just absolutely gorgeous,
Oh, yeah.
and they were, it looks like they were very friendly. So Sal got them to make out. It was one of the most incredible
Make out.
Did you
lesbian
get that on
kisses.
tape?
Oh my
We got to
God.
run that
It
on the
was
E! Show.
unbelievable.
It wasn't making out. It was tongue sucking.
It was unreal.
I mean, they couldn't.
And they were hot?
Unbelievable.
Sal just is, he can't do anything wrong because he's married. So he's just going to engineer everything he can that isn't cheating.
Yeah.
So you see these two girls making out, and you hear in the background like, oh.
Oh, he's making noises?
Oh, he's pushing heads together. I was watching the whole thing.
They love it. These girls.
And nobody got it on with these chicks?
No.
Nobody's single, huh?
Everybody's
Do we know
married.
about?
Everyone's married.
Oh, and then you got to see Beetle dance, Howard.
Can he dance?
He looks like
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
voodoo,
Beetle got it on with the
African
chick.
voodoo witch doctors when he dances. His head bobbles and he shakes his hands like he's a marionette.
Right.
And he's dancing with all these girls at the after party. So I get behind him. I try to grind with Beetlejuice, and he pushes me. And there's a stool behind me, and I do a backflip. I fall right all over myself. It was awful.
Get that on tape?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's
I
good.
gotta see the Beetle dance.
Yeah, not funny than watching Beetlejuice dance right in front of NBA Hall of Famer James Worthy.
Oh, get out of
Yeah,
here.
it was great.
What was he doing there?
He was hanging out at the after party.
You were grinding into his diaper?
Yeah.
Joey Buttafuoco was there.
I tried
Oh.
tickling him.
Oh, that's a whole other thing. Bob Levy did a routine. He attacked Joey Buttafuoco. Joey Buttafuoco's brother looks like he has a wet Brillo pad on his head.
That's
it's the crazy. I can't even explain it in words. What
So it
his hair
sounds
sounds like
looked
you guys had a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
What if you had some girl there? He was trying to get the girl to make out with Beetlejuice. It was a whole scene.
Right. Well.
So
This
when
is-
you go
it's just
back on the
endless.
plane, did anybody try to get Beetle back into a diaper? Or
No. That's it. We're going home. We're in the clear.
I gotta say, for my money, standing from afar, I don't mean this as a cut against you guys, but you guys don't really seem to care that much about
we
him.
do. We keep
You
an
know,
eye.
I was more worried at times.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. If you worry like you do or I do, we couldn't be with Beetlejuice
Right.
for the weekend. They can because they don't worry.
Howard, Sunday morning we get up. We say, Beetle, we're going to meet you at 10 o'clock at your door, me and Bob Levy.
Perfect example.
We go to the door, and Beetlejuice is gone. His door is open, and he's not there.
Right.
So we get downstairs, and there's Beetlejuice with two security guards. And Bob says, what are you doing? He goes, I told you to meet me at 10 o'clock. And Beetle goes, I've been looking for you since 12 o'clock. He goes,
Well, you can't give the guy time.
Yeah, what is 10 o'clock to Beetle?
I don't know.
The
You
funniest
say
part
to
of
him,
this,
stay in your room till we come and get you.
the funniest part of this, we try to. I said, Beetle, what happened? You were lost for 2 hours. What happened? And
he goes, this guy, he points to the security guard. He goes, this guy's got me running around all over the place for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
So, did
it
you
occurred
say
to us
that-
that he never said.
he never said. Bob
All right,
Levy
I'm-
or Sal.
I'm burnt out.
I got
on
you.
this.
Yeah.
I'm done now.
It's so
enough
funny.
Beetlejuice. I can't handle it.
It's visually.
All right, listen, when we come back, we're going to change a homeless guy's life.
Oh.
We're going to give him a chance to win $25,000.
We're not going to change his life. We're just going to give him some money.
Well, that'll change his life.
As long as we don't
Not
change
for
his
long.
diaper.
For a day.
I'll change his life. Good week, a homeless guy for 25 G.
We're going to play the high-low game with a homeless man.
All right.
And, hey, by the way, who found the chick to turn the
I
cards?
found her.
Whoa.
Hot. Her name's Aspen.
Aspen.
Yeah, she's real hot.
Hey, what is she, a stripper?
I think she's a model. I don't think she
Yeah,
does
she's-
topless, but maybe that could change.
She's way past the stripper
She's
category.
pretty hot. I think she's got a nice little thong on, too.
Model.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember what happened the last time we gave a homeless guy $10,000? He got a hotel room in Times Square for 4 days, bought a set of drums, a mink coat, and he spent all the money in less than 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasted the money.
And that's what I expect to happen here. We've done it enough that I know. It never changes a life.
It changes it for 3 days.
Well, with any luck, he'll lose. All right, we'll be back right after these words with the high-low game.